Hey Factionistas, and welcome back to the 31 Days of Halloween. New video every day, so jumping right in. So I'm taking the Anastasia concealer and I'm applying it all over to my face, and while I'm doing that, I'm just going to sing a little stingy little song, because we're besties, we're real close. Now I'm taking this jumbo eye pencil in red something, it'll be linked down below, and I'm applying that to my waterline. And I'm using a red eyeliner because I want to buff it out with a color that's similar, just to give that like really red toned, irritated under eye that zombies seem to really have. So right now I'm just kind of doing the foundational steps of a zombie. So now I'm going in with this blush, also by NYX, which has a little bit of a shimmer in it, which is going to add a nice glow, and I'm going to buff out that lower lash line. Oh, the color is Bitten by NYX. The color is Bitten, the blush, which is a gorgeous blush on its own. I'm also going to apply that to my lid, and I'm going to fade it into my inner brow bone area, just to add a little bit of depth there. We're going to enforce all of this with black, but just as a nice transition shade for the black, that's what we're doing here. Now I'm taking the NYX Primal color, which is in black, which is the most pigmented black eyeshadow in the world, but it blends out beautifully. It's my favorite special effects product. I'm applying that right into that inner underbrow bone area to get lots of depth, and then I'm going to grab a fluffy brush and I'm going to help blend that in. Like I said, this black is so pigmented, but it blends out so easily, and it's my favorite special effects product, I think, today. I couldn't find my old one, but I finally found it, so now it's returned to my tutorials. If you guys have been here for a while, you know that I love it. Now we're doing the same thing to the under eye area. I'm just going to quickly apply it to my lower lash line, letting that eye bag stay clear, and then I'm blending it out with that same Bitten eyeshadow, or that Bitten blush by NYX. So the black isn't sitting on top, it's kind of underneath. Now I'm taking, this is a Vampire Bite, so it did come in a set in 2, but I'm only going to put 1, and it's going to pretend to be a bullet hole. So I'm taking Spirit Gum, which you can get at Halloween stores, which is pretty much an adhesive for the skin, and I'm applying that in the center of my forehead where I want that bullet hole to go. You want to let it dry for a few seconds and then place it right on top of your forehead and make sure that every edge is glued down to your face. If it's not, kind of flap up that edge and stick the little brush of the glue underneath and let it dry. Now I'm taking liquid latex, which if you guys are allergic to latex, you guys can use latex-free lash glue, but I'm using liquid latex and a Q-tip to blend out the edges. So this is going to dry sticky, and it's going to make those edges fall more seamlessly into my face. While we're doing that, I'm using Rigid Collodion, which is a really cool chemical, so essentially when it dries, it pulls your skin inwards for an indented scar like this. Definitely use it in a very big room with lots of oxygen in there because it's stinky and it's very chemically, and make sure you're not allergic by doing a patch test to your face first. Now I'm setting that bullet hole latex, because latex is sticky. I'm setting that with a loose powder, so it has no color. And now I'm taking a lip, like a nice neutral, natural lip shade, a lip pencil. I'm applying that to a brush, and I'm going to stick that where we put that Rigid Collodion so we have a nice dent in. I have another tutorial coming up that's going to be more in-depth for Rigid Collodion, so stay tuned for that. But I'm applying that in there so you guys can see the indentation, and then taking a little bit of a medium purple eyeshadow or a darker purple eyeshadow, and I'm adding a little bit of depth and shading into that little scar mark. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab the Mehron Bruise Wheel, which I did use in my plastic surgery tutorial, which is my favorite. I'm taking a cosmetic sponge, which is disposable. You can get the huge bag of them for like $1 billion for like $2. I'm ripping that up so it has all this cool texture, and I'm going to start stippling on the bruise like I did in my last tutorial. I'm not going to go as in-depth in this tutorial on how I do bruises, but definitely go watch my plastic surgery video, and I give a pretty detailed explanation about how I do a bruise. But first I'm starting with the red, and you can see that the sponge with that texture, it really applies unevenly and looks more realistic, and it's really grungy. It's my favorite. So now we're just going to speed right up. I'm going in with the brown after that, and I'm applying that all over, and mix with a little bit of that dark blue, and stippling it not so evenly, because I'm going to go over with blood and all this other stuff, so it doesn't really need to be perfect, but I'm making sure to get right up into that bullet hole, because the sponge won't really reach those tight places. And I'm going in with a little bit of yellow around the red to kind of blends out. It's a little bit of an older bruise. Zombie's been dead for a while, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm taking this sponge, which you can get these at craft stores, at paintbrushes. It's kind of like not like an SOS pad. It's a really meshy sponge, and it's great for stippling on texture. So I'm stippling on that dark blue from that bruise wheel on top of it to give it a nice dirty feel. And then I applied the red into the scar, because it was too pink. So just skip the lip liner and go in with a red. But now we're going to contour with the bruise wheel. It's so crazy. How innovative am I? And you know what I'm saying? So now I'm just going to stipple on that red with that same sponge, and then with the dark blue and the brown lower to add that contour area. So you're getting the detailed grungy effect of a zombie, but you're also contouring because you're not on a diet. Who is? Nobody. So now, and then I'm taking that same mesh sponge and I'm applying a little bit more dark blue all over just to give it a nice dirty, dead feel. This is why I love doing zombies, because it's all about texture and it's not very clean. So just go have fun and just put stuff all over your face. But I'm using that again now to contour my nose, and then I'm going to do the same thing around my jawline and apply a little bit around my lips. Just so it's adding depth, but it's also making it look more like a zombie at the same time. How crazy. So now I'm using coagulated blood, which is a fancy word for thick blood. So basically where you place it's where it's going to stay. So I put it in the middle of my bullet hole, and I'm also creating a fake drip from my nose. Because I like the coagulated blood because you can place it wherever you want to and it's not going to move. Regular fake blood, it's going to drip and you're kind of at the mercy of gravity. Do you know what I'm saying? But now with that, I'm going in with loose blood and I'm going to put it right up to that bullet hole and I'm going to squeeze it right in so it drips down my face. So if I really was shot in the head, this is how it would drip. Do you know what I mean? Love it. Now I'm taking more coagulated blood, which again is the thick blood that doesn't move, and I'm applying that right onto where the latex meets my face to kind of blend that edge and also add more of an effect that I got shot in the head and blood splattered all over. Just, we're kind of just winging it here. This is like I was like, oh, I'm going to do a zombie today with this bullet hole thing, so I'm just kind of going for it. This is my very first forehead bullet hole. So, I think it turned out pretty good. I hope you guys like it. But yeah, just applying that all over just to get a nice bloody feel. You can't go overboard with the blood with zombies. I'm also applying that blood to my lips because I just ate a person. Duh. Make your makeup really tell a story. Like, what did the zombie do? Where does he live? Did he just eat somebody? Has he been dead a long time? Is he a fresh zombie? Did he die yesterday? You know what I mean? So now I'm going in with tooth effects in the color blood red, which I'm applying that to my teeth. And you want to leave your teeth or your mouth exposed, open for a couple seconds, because then it's going to dry as like a thick coating. Like, it's like syrupy and it's going to like stick there and it's going to stay in your teeth for a while. And then I'm also applying some more fake blood on the sides of my mouth and contouring, deepening up those contours with black eyeshadow, and then splattering blood all over my face. And that's it, my friends. That's the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys like it. Definitely subscribe to stay tuned for more videos and follow me on social media. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Bye, guys.